Okay, I think we can start. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TLE, Tellman Examinations. As usual, we're going to start with the short meditation, just to set up our consciousness and to connect with the energy of Tree of Life. So if you want, if you wish, if you can, just close your eyes for a few seconds. Take a deep breath to lower belly. Relax your thoughts, relax all your body parts. Then I take another deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I can continue breathing normally, slowly, slowly. Just relax your thoughts, relax all your body parts, connect with the now, be present. And I'm going to read a verse from the Ari, from the energy of Tree of Life, to connect all of us with the Tree of Life, one soul. לפני הצמצום היה אינסוף ממלא כל המציאות. דע, כי טרם שנאצלו הנאצלים ונבראו הנבראים, היה אור עליון פשוט ממלא כל המציאות, ולא היה שום מקום פנוי בבחינת אוויר ריקני וחלל, אלא היה הכל ממולא מן אור אינסוף פשוט. ההוא, ולא היה לו לא בחינת ראש ולא בחינת סוף, אלא הכל היה אור א' פשוט, שווה בהשוואה א', והוא הנקרא אור אינסוף. You can open your eyes. So tonight, I would like to talk about something I think is very important and very powerful for us to connect with. Something from Rav Ashlag from Tלמוד Examinations, and it's called, just a second, it's not here. Yeah, it's here. And it's called מי שתורתו אמונתו. The one that his Torah become to be his belief. His Torah become to be his belief. And we know what is the Torah. The Torah is the tree of life. What we study in Tלמוד Examinations, we study the connection with tree of life, how the tree of life works. And I was explaining here, in a simple way, what does it mean for us? Which type of consciousness we all should have during our life, during the day, the mundane things that we do in every day, how to cleave ourselves in a better way with the energy of tree of life. And for sure, first of all, it needs to be done with my consciousness, because it says, whenever my consciousness at, this is where is the person right now. It's not necessarily where is his body, because the body can be here, but now my mind can be in a different place. So the Kabbalah is saying that right now the person, he is where his consciousness at. So we need to focus ourselves and to pay more attention while I'm here, where is my consciousness? Because my consciousness can wander to different areas, different places, even different times, sometimes different countries, right? So we would like to pay more attention, and we want to take back the control of our consciousness, of our thoughts, and of our life, right? And while we're doing it, we can choose which seeds I want to plant and which seeds I don't want. Because when I'm paying more attention to what's going on in my mind, in my thoughts, I can control more and more my actions, the way I express myself, the way I'm expressing my desires, the way I'm behaving. I can check more my feelings, how I feel about things. I can check what's going on right now in my heart. Because most of the time, we operate in more from the head and not from our heart. And we need to combine those two together. So let's read from Rav Ashlag and translate. מי שתורתו אמונתו, the one that his Torah, his tree of life, become to be his certainty, his belief. אשר בעסק תורתו ניכר שיעור אמונתו. The way that he connect with the tree of life, we can tell about the level of his certainty. It's beautiful how Rav explained. The way that the person connect with the Torah, with the tree of life, we can tell the level of his certainty. How much certainty this person have. כי אומנותו אותיות אמונתו. There is the same letters we can use for a different word that represent the energy of certainty. בדומה לאדם שמאמין לחברו, when a person, he believe his friend, הוא מלווה לו כסף, and he loan him some money. אפשר שיאמין לו על לירה אחת. So there is a person that he can trust his friend, let's say for $1. Yeah, I can give you $1. Because I trust you for $1, but not more than that. And there is a person that can give him half of what he have, but not everything he have. And also, there is a person that can believe his friend and give him everything he have without any fear. He will give him everything he have. ואמונה זו האחרונה, in that last example we just mentioned, that this type of certainty, this type of belief, נחשבת לאמונה שלמה. It's considered to be a complete certainty, a whole certainty. אבל באופנים הקודמים נבחנת לאמונה בלתי שלמה. In the rest of the examples, it's considered to be not a complete certainty. It's missing something. אלא שיהיה אמונה חלקית, אם פחות, אם יותר. It's a part of certainty. It's not a complete certainty. כך אדם אחד מקצה לו מתוך שיעור אמונתו בהשם. So we can find there is a person that he gives some time in the level of his certainty in the light, רק שעה אחת מיומו לעסוק בתורה ובעבודה. Let's say just 1 hour in his day to do his spiritual work. והשני מקצה לו 2 שעות. Another person, he gives to this spiritual work 2 hours a day. לפי מידת אמונתו בהשם, in his level and certainty in the Creator. The third one, he doesn't live for even 1 second from the extra time that he have in a day without being busy with the Torah and the spiritual work. הווה אומר שרגע האחרון אמונתו שלמה היא. So we can see that just the last one, his certainty is complete. שהרי מאמין להשם יתברך, he believed to the creator, על כל רכושו, for everything that he have. מה שאין כן הקודמים, the rest ones, it shows that they don't have the full certainty in the creator about everything they have. So they're not willing to give everything they have. עדיין אין אמונתם שלמה לגמרי. It means their certainty is not complete. כמובן, ואין להעריך בזה. And I don't want to talk about it any longer. But something beautiful that we can see here, and he's talking about the belief that the person, he believed the creator about everything he have. And it is something we need to think about. And what does it mean to think about? Think about, everything that you have right now in your life, since you're born, since you are a baby, right? We're born into a house that our who more, who less, but our parents take care of us, right? They give us shelter, they give us food, give us everything we need to grow up and to be the people that we are today, right? So it means the creator took care of us. The creator provided to our parents, because it says, when a baby comes to a family, the baby bring with him already the abundance he needs for the parents to help him to grow up, to give him food, or give him everything he needs. So what does it mean? He doesn't come with the suitcase with money, but it means he comes with the energy of sustenance that the parents, whatever they're doing right now in their lives, they will receive some extra help or extra energy or even extra money somehow to sustain their life and to provide everything that this baby needs, right? So when we came to this world, we came already with things we need for us to survive, to maintain and sustain our body parts and to grow, right? Where it come from? This energy even, right? We come from the endless. The Creator already give us what we need, give us the right environment, the right parents for our correction, give us the different abilities, give us everything we need. So think about it, till today, all of those years till today, the Creator from the beginning till now give us, and He's still giving us, and He still will continue giving us. Because it says that the Creator never, ever, ever stop giving us. The energy of tree of life never, ever, ever, ever stop in giving us. If I'm not receiving, it means just something simple, that I didn't prepare a vessel to receive the blessings I'm looking for. So what's happened, sometimes I have desire, but I'm not preparing the right vessel. I'm not doing my work in a sense of create a vessel to receive those blessings. So what's happened? We get frustrated. We get like angry, upset, because the vessel didn't be fulfilled, right? So when we're saying about believe to the light, if you think about it, what we can say that we have today that really belong to us. I can say, yes, but I'm working hard and I bought this house. I'm working hard and I bought this car. Or I'm working hard and I'm buying my food, right? But if we ask many questions in the chain of life, right? If we ask, let's say, who gave me the power to wake up this morning, right? The Creator. Who gave me the power to talk, to see, to smell, to hear, to walk, to do everything I need to do? It's the Creator, right? Who gave me the job? It's my boss. Okay, so who gave my boss the job? The job. or the money, right? So if we go back, in any situation, we're going to go to we're going to reach the source. And the source is the light. The source is God. So it means whatever I have today, everything I have today comes from the light of the Creator. Even though human beings give me that, or the factory, or I bought it in one of the stores, it's all come from the Creator. So imagine, and again, it's in levels, and each one of us, we need to check it out, the level of my certainty in the light of the Creator. Because usually, when we wake up in the morning, we don't think about spirituality, we don't think about the Creator, we don't think about tree of life. We're thinking more about the desire I have right now and how to fulfill that desire, right? So I'm not really thinking about what I should think, right? Like, first of all, yes, I wake up this morning, it's amazing, amazing day, and thank you, light, I wake up and I have another day to connect with tree of life and to bring the blessings to my life, So what does it mean to, this is why it says, Rav Asher explained, the last one, that he willing to give everything, he have the full certainty with the light of the Creator. One of the things we're supposed to do at night, before we go to sleep, we're supposed to, it's called, this meditation called Shema on bed. And we actually tell in one of the parts over there, we giving our soul back to the Creator. Even to say it, like there is words over there we're supposed to say. So think about that's to think about it, right? So it means we need to do absolutely let go. The light, the soul belong to you. I'm giving you my soul. Because you are the one that you give me my soul, you're the one that can take my soul. So I'll give you your soul, because we know at night the soul is going up to the upper world to give the report of what the soul did or didn't do today, and to receive the messages about what the soul is supposed to do tomorrow. So we deposit in the soul in the hand of the Creator. And then in the morning, the Creator gives us back our soul. And this is why the first thing that we're supposed to say in the morning, Modeh Ani. We're saying thank you to the Creator that you give me back my soul with your mercy. Because you mercy, your energy is energy of mercy, you give me back my soul. Thank you very much, right? So if we know that already, that also the soul, that engine of our body, belong to the Creator. Chelek Eloka Mimal. My soul, it's a part of the Creator. Part of the Creator. So if I know that I'm part of the Creator, my soul is part of the Creator, how come, the question is, we need to ask ourselves, how come I don't have full certainty in the Creator, and many times I'm not really doing let go about everything I have? And I want to give here the example, that the person that have full certainty that he believes to the Creator, he will do let go. And he's not going to afraid. He's not going to have a fear that he's not going to have. Because remember, fear doesn't come from the right place. When we have external fear, it's not coming from the light. We're supposed to have internal. What does it mean internal? That I'm having this fear that I don't have enough light. And if I don't have enough light, I will do everything that I can to cleave myself with the light of the Creator. So that belief, that certainty with the light of the Creator, this is something we can measure. And how we can measure it, in the same way we mentioned before, that when I wake up in the morning, even I'm saying, let's say, Modeh Ani, but during my day, we been bothered with so many tasks during the day and so many worries, right? And things we need to do and to finish. And not necessarily we're thinking about the light. Not necessarily, if I have full certainty in the Creator, so what I should know, that everything is for good, everything is good, and everything will be good. It depends on my consciousness, on my behavior, and which type of vessels I will prepare to let the light to dwell in my vessel and to give me the blessings I'm supposed to receive. And if I connect with that certainty, then every thought, every word that will come from my mouth, every action that I will take will be from that type of certainty, will be from and connect with the energy of Tree of Life. Remember, we're supposed to be pure channels, because think about, if I don't have the full consciousness about the light of the Creator during my day, so let's say in my spare time, after I finish work, what I'm doing. So I have more tasks to do, right? Maybe to buy the food, to cook the food, to clean the house, to eat, to clean again after I'm eating, and maybe I'm tired, so I need to go to sleep. I'm watching TV or watching something, right? And the question is, how many hours of my day I'm busy with the light? How many hours of my day I'm busy with the light? Most of the time we be busy with the light in those times that I feel right now I can't do it by myself, or something happening in my life and I don't know what's going on. So I'm busy more with the light. But we're supposed to be busy with the light every day, especially in those times that I feel that everything is okay, that I feel strong, I feel people love me, I feel, I have money, I have friends, I feel I'm succeeding right now. Whatever, in those times that I feel good, I need to connect with the light more, not less. And each one of us can measure it. We can check our consciousness to check the level of my certainty in the light of the Creator. והנה נתבהר היטב, I was just saying, we explained here, שאין לו לאדם לצפות שהעסק בתורה ומצוות שלא לשמה יביאו לשמה. So the person, he says, don't have that expectation that if you not put in the right intention in your spiritual work, you're going to be in the right place in your consciousness. Because if a person, there are things in life that when we start to do something new, if we're not coming to that area, to that new area with the right intention, let's say we have agenda over there, what will happen, we get used to do it every time as like a habit with the same intention. So I was just saying here, when you doing your spiritual work, if you don't have the right intention, don't have this expectation that automatically it will happen, that suddenly one day you're going to have the right intention. For example, physical example, okay? Let's say if a person eats something that it's not good for him, not good for his body, for him, but he loves it. And he gets used to the taste. And he continues to eat from it every day. So the person can not have the expectation that if you will continue to eat from it, you're going to be healthy from it. No. You need to change your habit. You need to change your consciousness about it. Maybe you need to change what you eat. Okay? The same in spirituality. We need to start to train ourselves to have the right intention. And Rabbi will continue. רק בזמן שידע בנפשו שזכה באמונת השם יתברך ותורתו כראוי, just at the time that the person will know in his soul שזכה באמונת השם יתברך. Now, here Rabbi Ashlag mentioned the lowest part of the soul, the nefesh. We know the soul have 5 parts, right? Nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya, and yechidah. In our world, we can correct the first 3, that it's nefesh, ruach, and neshama. But I was just saying, in each one of us, we have the nefesh, the lowest part of the soul. The nefesh, this is the part that have the most desire to receive oneself alone. Me, 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 and more me. Okay? So he says, how the person will know if he doing his spiritual work in the right intention, when he got the merit, when he will get the merit in the level of his nefesh, the lowest level of the soul, and will have certainty, complete certainty, in the light of the Creator, and in tree of life, in the exact way. Now, what does it mean? What does it mean? First of all, we know that there is a concept that's called kedusha and tahara. Kedusha and tahara. Tahara, it means purity. Kedusha, it means holiness. And the Kabbalists explain a lot about it, about kedusha and tahara, that in order for us to cleave ourselves with holiness, we need to purify ourselves, purify our vessel, purify our thoughts. Now, purification works in both ways, in a spiritual level and physical level, right? Spiritual and physical. Spiritual, we know that all the things we mentioned in so many times, right? For sure, right now, it's what we're talking about is the certainty, but we're talking about the less I'm thinking about myself and thinking about others, the less I'm connecting with I'm doing things in a selfish way, the less I'm judging, the less I'm blaming, the less I'm jealous in other people, right? So I'm sucking their energy, the less I give an evil eye, or the less I'm talking evil speech, doing evil tongue, right? The less I'm doing all of those negative things, so I can elevate myself. Now, purification, it means to find out which of those things I'm already doing, and for sure there are different levels, right? And to uproot them from my system. When I'm finding something that I'm doing already, I want to find something else that comes from the pure system and to change it. For example, if I found out that, let's say, every time you mention the name of this person, so I feel, I don't know, I'm jealous in this person, or I'm upset of this person, or angry about him, right? Something like that. What I need to do, because first of all, where that energy exists right now, exists in my system, exists not just in my consciousness, it might already exist in my heart, because I feel upset and angry. So it starts to activate different body parts right now, right? And so I start to have emotions about it, and then I'm talking about it, right? So what I need to do, I need to start to purify my heart. I need to purify my heart. And how I'm purifying my heart, and it's going to sound very weird, but it's something very, very powerful that I think you should try to do it. We need to start to bless the other person and to pray for the other person, to send the person just blessings. You know, it's something that it's very hard to do at the beginning, because when you have opinion about someone and you not agree with someone and you're upset about him and angry with him, do you want me to bless him? No way. Okay, so don't bless him. Do you love to stay with all of this anger and negativity? Okay, but how are you going to receive more holiness? How are you going to receive more blessings? If your heart right now and your consciousness is impure, it means you can do spiritual work, but you're not coming from the right place. So even you reveal light, this light cannot dwell in a filthy place. So we need to break that klipa. Now, no one promise us that this work will be easy. No one signed a contract with us and told us, listen, it's going to be easy. It can be easier if I'm doing my spiritual work from the inner energy, not from the external, from the internal. Because usually our energy affected by the external, right? People are saying something, their opinion, I'm looking for approval, all of those things that come from the outside of my world. But the Kabbalah is saying, listen, to take control, you need to operate from the inside to the outside. Don't let the external to control you. You have the power. You have the part of the Creator in you. You have the light in you, the energy of the soul. It's called chayut, life. We have the energy of life inside of us. It's connected with tree of life, but not in automatic way. We need to remove the klipot, the shells. We need to remove all the blockages to let my soul to cleave itself with tree of life and to receive the blessings. So when we're talking about certainty, when we're talking about taking spiritual actions, I was saying something very powerful here. Don't think just by you doing spiritual actions, if you don't have the right intention, something will come of it in a way that you think it should. Don't have that expectation. Because physically, we can take actions and do things and continue doing good deeds, continue. But while I'm doing it, I want to check my consciousness, where I'm coming from. My heart is pure, my consciousness is pure. What's going on in my mind, in my thoughts, in my desire? Because many times we take in those actions without paying attention. We just rush in to help, rush in to do things. Check your consciousness, because in the end of the day, the fulfillment that we receive, it's not from the person. The person is there just to give us the opportunity of sharing, of connecting with tree of life. When I'm doing the action in the right way, with the right intention, the light will fulfill the vessel. It's not the person fulfilling the vessel. The light fulfilling the vessel. And this energy will stay. But if I'm not coming from the energy of lishma, it means to prepare the vessel for the light of the Creator to dwell in my vessel. And if I'm coming from that place of a little bit selfishness, or I deserve, it's called in Hebrew, megiali, I deserve, yes, or I'm right and he's wrong. So again, I give the power to whom? To my physical consciousness, not to my soul consciousness, okay? So I was saying here, don't have the expectation, if you're not coming from the right place, to receive the blessings you think you're supposed to receive. It might be your expectations. Because what's happened after I have expectations and I'm not receiving what I thought I should receive? What's happened then? Then come not the blaming. It can be blaming also. We start to accuse other people or situations. Why it didn't happen? It's because of him, because of her. And Rabbi Ashlag saying, no. It can't be from someone out there. It's just a matter of my consciousness and my intention. I didn't cleave myself right now with the tree of life. Remember, the person is there just to give us the opportunity to share. That's it. We don't do any favors to no one. Everything that we are doing, we get paid for it from the tree of life. Give us more life, more energy. When we're doing a good deed, we feel good, no? We feel good. When we're helping someone, we feel good. Because the person gives us the opportunity to share right now. He accepts my sharing. But that good feeling not always stay in the vessel. And why it doesn't stay in the vessel? It might be that my consciousness wasn't in the right place. So I felt good, and it disappeared. It's something we can measure, it's something we can check. But we need to work on that consciousness. We need to start to train ourselves to see it and to work with this consciousness. And Rabbi Ashlag saying, כי אז המאור שבא מחזירו למוטב, ויזכה ליום השם שכולו אור. But why it's good for us to continue and do good deeds and connect with tree of life? When the person continue and pushing himself to walk out of his comfort zone and help and share, he says that even though he doesn't have the right intention, yes, he can have the expectation to receive what he thinks he should receive, but if he continue to do it, the light that revealed from his action, slowly will help him to change and to have the right intention, and he will cleave himself back with tree of life. The light of the Torah, the light of tree of life, will help the person to go back to connect with tree of life. So it's not my expectations, it's my actions. My actions need to be from the right intention. And even though I don't have the right intention, I should continue. And maybe if I can, to add more actions, right? The intention that we should have, if we're already opened this conversation, the intention that I should have, we know that everything that we are doing, we're doing to prepare a vessel for the light to be revealed. And one of the main deal that we did with the Creator was, I don't want to receive nothing from you if I'm not working for it. Remember this deal? So I should remember that contract, that deal, when I'm blaming others. Why you didn't give me? Why you didn't share with me? Why you didn't call me? Just a second. But I said, I don't want to receive if I'm not working for it. So maybe he didn't call me, he didn't do what I thought he should do because I didn't prepare the right vessel. So how can I point fingers? Sometimes people point fingers also to the Creator. Look what I'm doing, and you're not fulfilling my vessel. So what's going on, right? You're supposed to give me. No, the deal was, I need to prepare the right vessel, the complete vessel, the pure vessel, and the light with no calculations right away, fulfill. So when I'm sharing, right, I'm already doing something like as the essence of the light, because the essence of the light is pure sharing. Again, the essence of the light is pure sharing. So to be like the light, my sharing need to be also pure. So if my sharing is not pure, still continue share, and while you share, pay attention to the consciousness, to the intention, and the light that actually start to be revealed will help us to purify that agenda, that negative consciousness inside of it, right, in whatever level. And slowly, slowly, we're going to move forward to connect and cleave with Tree of Life. So we need to continue sharing, giving. Now, when we know that, I can put now the right intention. Everything I'm doing, any act of sharing that I'm taking, every time I'm helping someone, stop for a second. I said, just a second, why I'm doing it? Yes, he's my best friend. He's my brother, my sister, family member, right? What you do anything for family, right? Okay, fine. But just a second, he also human being. He also have correction. He also a vessel. And he give you the opportunity to share with him. So stop for a second and say to yourself, whatever I'm doing right now, I'm doing because I want to have the complete vessel that the light of the Creator can dwell in my vessel. But usually what we are doing, where is my intention? Oh, I'm doing it because he's my brother. He's my friend. He's my neighbor. Oh, he helped me last year. He helped me yesterday, or whatever. Okay, that's fine. That's amazing. You should help back. But if you want the light come from the Creator and to stay in the vessel, I need to put the right intention in my action right now. So again, I can stop for a second. And everything we said before, it's right. My brother, my sister, my neighbor, he helped me, I'm helping him, my best friend. Fine, it's all true. But where is the light? In all of those situations, I need to cleave my consciousness with the Tree of Life. So I'm stopping for a second before I start helping, or let's say I forgot and I in the middle, so stop for a second, just a second, wow. That act of sharing I'm doing right now, I want to prepare the right vessel, a pure vessel, that the light of the Creator can dwell in the vessel and stay in my vessel. I don't want just to feel good for a few minutes and then this energy will go away. I want to prepare the right and complete vessel and to let the light of the Creator to dwell in my vessel and to stay in my vessel. And then I can feel that energy all the time. And from this energy, because this energy will help me to grow. One of our main goals in this world is to grow our vessel, our spiritual vessel, to grow our consciousness, to grow our spirituality. Because we all came in different levels in the nefesh, in the lowest part of the soul. And by my actions, my purification, my consciousness, my good deeds, I'm growing in the spiritual levels. So I want that each time I'm taking an action, I'm doing a good deed, I'm helping, I'm doing something good. I want to inject that intention, that I'm doing it because I want to grow spiritually. And the other person give me the opportunity to share with him right now, and I can prepare the right vessel, the pure vessel, that the light can dwell in my vessel, it can stay in my vessel, and help me to grow. Because now it's another stair that I created. And then I'm doing another good deed, and another stair, another stair, another stair. And I'm climbing the spiritual levels. This is very, very powerful and beautiful, how the Kabbalists explain how we can cleave ourselves with the Tree of Life, consciousness, and blessings. Very, very powerful. So Let's listen to the Rav right now and connect with the energy of our teacher, the Rav Berg.
In the secret of 10 Sfirot, the Atzilut. Atzilut is that first degree. First you have Adam Kadmon that we were discussing. And then the next level of manifestation is referred to as a word called Atzilut, Besod Kelim. In Atzilut, you begin to have the form of a vessel, similar to the seed. You have the seed. Do you have a vessel? Yes and no. But we can't call the seed a vessel because nothing moves. There's no activity. Until we put it into the ground, there's no activity. Where do we see activity for the first time? The root. Before the root, if you left that seed on the table, there would be no activity. So therefore, we have to assume that the seed is not Atzilut, right? Although it does contain all of the potential features of the tree, doesn't it? So isn't that vessel, isn't that seed a kli, a vessel for all that will, but it does not emanate. There is no evolvement of that seed. There's no movement, no activity. Activity, whether it's physical or metaphysical, there's nothing going on. So the first emanation, the first evolvement, the first expression, whether it's on a physical level or on a thought level, is referred to as Atzilut. That is the first expression that we refer to when we deal with vessel. Vessel. The seed, again, could be considered a vessel, but it is not considered a vessel by virtue of the fact that there is no activity. That's Keta, that's right. There's no activity. Like the crown on the king, we said once. The crown makes no activity. You put the crown on the king's head. Does the crown make activity? No, it's still the person. Remove the crown. You have the same person. He's the one who creates activity. So what did the crown do? But somehow the crown says, now he's a king. Remove the crown. He's not a king. Is there activity in the movement of the crown? In my mind, he's a man or he's a king. Has anything changed in the man itself?
Yes, he does.
No. Insofar as he is concerned,
the observation.
observation,
No.
nothing.
But internally, everything is.
But the people around him say, "Oh, he's no longer king." They remove the crown, or they just put the crown on his head. He's now been crowned king. But there was no But who is this king? The person or the crown? Who's the king?
The person.
The person. Has there been any change in the person? He may have stood erect before and after the placing of the crown on his head. There were no changes, right? Therefore, what's that?
It's the combination. You need both.
Did you ever ask that question when you saw the coronations of the kings? Did you ask that question?
I guess he has to make the connection with the...
It's symbolic. But can you imagine a crown? Where did it come from?
The crown only when it is on the head.
When it's on the head. That's right. Where did it come from? Here. Here.
Who's wearing the pants?
Right.
So the crown actually activates the king within that human being.
Whether you have another reason why this man now can walk around this vast place called England, and everyone says, here's the king. Never saw him before, but the crown says, this is the king. Maybe he's an imposter. Maybe he is an imposter, but if we know that this is the way the king should look, then when we see someone looking like this and has a crown, we call him king. So it seems that the crown has an effect on the human being. And where did it come from? It came from here. But to understand that, that's why we do not consider the keta, or the crown, as part of the activity, because the crown by and within itself creates no activity, does it? It doesn't create any activity. The human being is the same as he was before he received the crown or after he received the crown. His activity is not changed, is it? Only that which he now does. Well, do you eat any differently than the king? You mean with more etiquette? You can eat like a king, can you? Can you behave like a king?
Once that crown goes on his head, he has a different sense about it.
In other words, the same writing of a document and the same signature now means something else, but the signature is the same as it was before he was king? Or is there a change in his signature? Is there a change in his walk? Forgetting about, the nonsense of
for everybody else.
it's the same for everybody else.
No, the crown makes a change without
For everybody
the outside
else.
looking in.
But insofar as he's concerned, the same signature, the same walking, he eats the same, he can sleep in the same bed. Because you can be let's say a peasant and be invited to sleep in the king's bed. He can do everything the king does. That does not necessarily mean that the crown became manifest. Is that right? So in other words, the crown itself only leads us to believe that something is happening now. Something changes in the manifestations. Now when he signs his name, it's no longer his name. It's now the name of the king. But it's the same signature. But it's only by virtue of activity that we can say the king is here. If there was no activity, if he remained in that position in which he was crowned and never moved, there would be no activity. There would be no king.
I thought what it meant was just like the seed, you leave it on the table and it means nothing until you put it in the ground. Same thing with the crown. If you leave it on the table, it doesn't mean anything.
It's got to be put on the head. Right. That's right. It becomes connected with a vessel called man. That's right. Same thing here. As long as that seed is not placed in the ground, called vessel, nothing happens.
So it's just
Beautiful and powerful. Amazing. So let's think, each one of us, about something that click in our heart tonight and awakening maybe a new fire, a new consciousness, something that we would like to work on, we would like to pay more attention, especially in this week, but it's going to be forever, to awaken that energy of us paying attention to any action that we are taking and to build the right vessel and the complete vessel to receive the light of tree of life and the blessings we're supposed to receive to our lives.